Okay guys, so I've transferred the lower bodies to fabric, and I cut I used the same fabric for the lining piece and the main fabric, and this is it. So I'm just trying to show you guys that. So I made this one, I added 1 inch to this, so this one is like 21 inches. That's the main fabric, and the lining piece is 19 inches. So I'm going to be sewing the edge, the hem of the skirt. I'm going to be sewing both hem together, so that when you move it back inside, it's going to give a neatly finished hem at the edge, and then the inside will be neat. But I'll put us through the whole process of when I'm sewing it. Okay, so let me also transfer the upper bodies to fabric as well, and then we'll cut out the inner bustier the person is going to use to wear it, because obviously this dress will not be worn just like that. So there's going to be an inner bustier for it. Okay, so I've transferred the pattern to fabric. As you can see, this is the front with the 3 inches extension in front. This is the back piece, and this is the sleeve. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to draft out the pattern we're going to for the bustier that will be used to wear this dress. And so this bustier is going to be a crop top. The bustier for the dress we're making, the bustier is going to be a crop top, and to achieve this crop top, I am going to be using the half length for the gown we just made. The upper body's half length was 17 inches, so I'm going to be making this one 16 inches. So I'm going to be making 16 inches. So I'll just mark the 16 inches all the way. Alright, so I have the front and the back, and I use the bust measurements to divide it. The bust, I'm using 37 inches divided. So this is the bustier that we're going to be wearing inside this dress. I'm going to use Haystay on the top layer of this. I'm going to put Haystay on it. This is my Haystay. This is my Haystay. I'm going to iron Haystay on the top layer of this, and then I'm going to put a breast pad. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace out the breast pad. And so let me just show you how I'm going to be tracing out this breast pad. So the breast pad is basically going to cover up all of this except for the sewing allowance on the top. So I'm just going to come here and measure from the main pattern, not the fabric, 1.5 inch inside. So I'm going to come here like so, and then this all the way to the underbust, and the underbust is around here. So I'm going to come here and stop at 1/2 inch on top of the pattern, 1/2 inch on top of the pattern, and I'm going to be tracing this. So you can use your curved ruler to connect these 2 points. Okay, you can use a curved ruler to connect these 2 points. So I'm just giving this more edge here. So this part is going to be this thing, and while this one is going to cover all the way here, all this place, the whole of here is going to be this breast pad. So I'm going to trace it out, cut out the breast pad, and then iron it, and iron the Haystay, and then we start joining. So here is our pattern. This is our crop top bustier pattern, and I've transferred the fabric and also ironed Haystay on it. This is it. So this is it. This is the back pieces, and this is the part of the front piece. This is the middle front. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start joining. I'm just going to go ahead and sew all of this, and sew the lining pieces together as well, because I did not iron Haystay on the lining pieces. I'm going to sew them individually, and then I'll take out the darts. I've marked out the darts for the back pieces. I've marked out the darts. I'm going to just go ahead and take out the 1.5 inch darts, and then we'll start compiling them together. So okay guys, so it's time to join this bustier together, and I'm just going to go ahead and join it. And I'm taking out the darts for the back piece as well. And our dart is 1.5 inches, so I am going to be taking out 0.75. Here. I'm going to iron this. And then for this, I am going to make cuts so that I will iron it open and use stay to keep the seam open. And so for the skirts, let me just mark out the dart lines and then start sewing the darts. So we have 4 inches, and for the front part I said I was going to come down to 5 inches down, so I'm going to mark it. So I've created the dart lines for this one, and so I'm going to do the same thing for the others, and then we'll start joining them. Okay, so to take out the darts, I just follow the marks I have. I just follow the marks I've made, transferring the darts from the pattern to the fabric, and now that is 1 inch, so half an inch is what I'm going to be sewing on fold. So I'm sewing half an inch on fold, and then I'm going to sew it and slant towards the end. Just like this. And like this. So I'm going to take out the next one.